Train was just going by dumping fresh rock down. Mississippi River is really high. It's still flooding, but luckily we crusted yesterday, so the river's gonna start to recede unless we get more rain. Just got off work, heading up to the farm. I was on the phone with Pat for 20 minutes trying to get his planter going. He finally got going, but that's why I couldn't show you that train. Anyway, well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. Today, plant 2023 is beginning, or has begun. Began yesterday, but I wasn't up yesterday. So let's get up there. Let's get some stuff done. Bunch of houses flooded out, sandbags. The sandbag dike is held for the most part, but some of them broke. Planting through the bushes. Kind of see the Wapsie River's backed up. Everything's flooded out here. There's a couple houses that I bet are close down to water. That garage is close, but not quite. There's a house up ahead I bet's flooded. The water's got to be touching the iron of this bridge. Yeah, this is a record flood. Well, I shouldn't say record. Top 2. Yep, that house is flooded out a bit. It was top 2 for my hometown. The only one heavier, or flood that was worse, was 1965. Oof. Definitely underwater. So the fire in this video that I saw, I forget if that was last video or the previous video before that, but that actually was a fire that was uncontrolled and had to get fire departments called in and all that fun stuff. But there looks like there's another fire up ahead right here. And it's real close to one of our farms. It's a big smoke plume. Curious to see what happens when I come over the bridge. Kind of see it's hazy right there. It used to be a lot worse. I could see it for about 10 miles back, but it looks like, oh wow. No, never mind. That is a large fire, because I thought it was right here. But no, it's so big, it's another 3-4 miles that way. So that's a pretty large fire, because I was able to see it from 20 miles away, not 3 like I thought it was. So it's right down there, and they must be burning the wetlands down there, but that is a large smoke plume. We have a farm right in the path of that smoke, probably a mile to the south. I just hope that's controlled, but it's still pretty windy today. I don't think they'd be controlled burning anything today. I don't know. So that's interesting. That fire's got some black smoke intermixed in there to some white smoke. So that means they're burning different types of materials in there. I have no clue. It's a large fire though, that's all I know. Comes a Johnny with a soil finisher and a packer behind it. Neighbors. There's Pat. I'll buzz over there real quick and see if he needs anything. Oh, he's got someone with coon owls in with him right now. There he is. He's on our big 200-acre field west of the house. Rolling along, that's good. Now we just gotta get Nathan going. He hasn't planted anything yet. He had a lot of trouble with his monitor yesterday, so hopefully he can get going today. So Pat's got his next round of seed. This will be our 3rd box done. Each box can do roughly 100 to 120 acres, somewhere around there. So this is his 3rd one. We got it loaded on here, getting the battery charged up. I got to get to some chem. That tote right there in the bottom I need. So I'll be getting that here once I get this trailer out of here. I'll move that around. I need to load up my tender with that tote, the totes over there, and then a couple boxes. Nathan and Pat are planting. Pat's planting corn right there, you can see. And Nathan is back there planting beans, which you really can't see him yet. So we got both planters rolling right now. We're gonna stop for lunch here in a second. Then Kurt's gonna head north to the soil finisher. Then I'm gonna spray. I can probably take that. Where's that GoPro at?
Yes, sir.
All right, see ya. Getting some beans in finally. He just started today, just on his outside round. And Pat is rolling on. He's almost at 200 acres down. Hopefully we have a good week. We need it. We need to catch up. We're a little behind. Water's still draining, but I want to get in there and try to get all this crap kind of cleaned up around it. Try to get it drain a little bit more. And there goes Nathan. I hear his fans going. He's ready to roll. So we'll have 2 planters going, 90 feet of planter rolling here this afternoon. Hopefully we'll have a good day. Battery should be charged enough. Shut that off, unplug it. So I need to switch the number we got on there. So we have Cornelius 7270 Double Pro on there right now. I want to change it and put 7125 Double Pro. That guy, I want to put that on there. So to do that, yeah, I need to shuffle some stuff around. I got to move this over, start the forklift up, and hopefully be able to reach that without moving the stack. I don't know, you guys will see. Well, Pat wanted me to check on these calves because one of them was just laying there, but as soon as I got up here, they got up and ran away. So I think they're doing all right. Look at them straight rows. Nice. All right, back at it. This thing's ready to go. Pull this out of here. So as you guys can see, I am trying to shuffle my chem around. So I know exactly where the first one that I put on, that was the new chem that we got. That is our corn residual, but I'm looking for my Roundup. So I had to move a bunch of things around to find it. Oh, hey, there it is. Let's put it on. Wow, that got annoying. I'm guessing I'm out of fuel because that's what it looks like. Yeah. Out of fuel. So I got my Metulachlor. Be using that on all of our corn ground. It's our first pass. And I got glyphosate, otherwise known as Roundup. Be putting that on today. Well, I think this will work. It's a little heavy on this right hand side with a lot of that water. A lot of that chemical. But I think we're ready to roll. Let's go ahead and get the hose in here so I can start filling this sucker up. This sucker is good to go. So I need to have my Roundup ready today, because that's what I'm going to spray after I get done spraying the wheat. So that's what I'm going to do today once I can eventually get going, is try and spray the wheat. There's Pat. He's getting... His seed salesman's going to ride with him for a little bit. And I'm going to go get a round bale that's sitting in our field over there. There's Nathan hammering in those beans. Got a 30-foot split bean planter, 15-inch rows with a 380 horsepower tractor on there. Definitely overkill, but it is what it is. We don't have any other choice. We can't run the New Holland on that because they burnt the burn on the creek. We can't run the New Holland on that because it can't run a Pro 700, and that's what runs that planter. Pat's gonna plant that field. He's just about done with it. Probably got another hour and a half. Then I'll move over to these 100 acres over here. Curtis went ahead and field cultivated this yesterday. Worked up real nice. And that's an onion bed right there. Looks like your garden. Well, this is awkward. We got a John Deere planter, a Case tractor, and an Agco floater all meeting at the same intersection. Ha! That's kind of funny, actually. All right, time to go bring Pat some seed. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of drone footage. He called right when I took it up in the air. I was like, well, that sucks. Only got about 5 minutes of footage. Oh well. Hopefully I can get a little bit more. Filling up seed. Just got him filled up, so he's gonna keep rolling. This stuff is very lumpy right here. Not great planting conditions, but what do you do for fall chiseled or spring chiseled stuff? Just not great. Well, this thing's empty. Let's go ahead and just want to figure out how to take it off. I don't know if I can do it by hand. I have no idea how to take this thing off. Take this thing and go get it filled up because we need this forklift this time of year for like half hour at least a day. So at some point in the day I'll try and get spraying. Some point. Fun fact, the lady driving that 9R right there, that lady is 2 years younger than my grandma. She's 89 years old and she still runs tillage tractors for her sons. That is awesome. Like I don't know what's more American than that. Yeah, so there they are. Just our neighbor runs two 25-foot soil finishers, one on a 7R and one on a 9R. And the boys is 89-year-old grandma runs one of them. Or not grandma, 89-year-old mother does. That one right there, that's pretty sweet. That's really sweet. Oh, it's much heavier than last time. See if she fires. Oh yeah, like it's nothing. Pull this truck over by the shop and then I think I'm gonna go spray. I hope, we'll see. That guy was all plugged up. Might have to clean that off before we keep going. But I found a new leak. It's a good sized leak. It's coming from right there. I'll take this thing outside and get it fixed. Hopefully it's just a loose hose clamp, but you never know. I got the quad out and moved around. Just need it out of the way. Shut the disconnect off because apparently this thing has a short or something and it drains. We used the field cultivator yesterday. Curtis used that over in the field Pat is going to next. Partially because it was bean stubble, it don't need the soil finisher. So the disc gangs in front really are too aggressive for beans. We don't need to work as much. And with the field cultivator, you're wider. You're 15-ish feet wider, 52 feet compared to 37. Well, let's take this thing out, see what we see. So I am going to be spraying our wheat. We got right around 20 acres right there. I got 2,4-D to put in, basically a chemical, the herbicide to put on for wheat to kill anything that's not wheat. So I'll put that on, 20 gallons an acre. I gotta put 3 gallons of that stuff in and then we'll switch over to Roundup and start killing some corn ground. Open up the rest, just got water now. So I saw a couple leaks, so I'm just gonna crank up all of these fittings here. And these haven't been touched in a year. Probably wouldn't hurt just put a little extra oomph on them. And I also tightened up those two hose clamps right here because I think I have coolant leaking. So I tightened up those two hose clamps. Hopefully that quits leaking. This John Deere kit that I got is really coming in handy. But I don't have to run over to the shop to do small stuff like this. Like that guy was loose. Looks like Nathan and Pat are finishing up at the same time. So Pat's right there heading up, and there's Nathan folding up. Well, this is the first for me spraying wheat. It looks great from this way, but might have seeded it a little too light. It was definitely lumpy. If you guys remember back this fall, where we hauled a bunch of manure on it, chiseled it, dissed it, and drilled it. So it was a little lumpy. We didn't pack it down, which we thought we should have, but oh well. But either way, we're gonna try and raise this thing for a crop. I'm spraying 2,4-D on it, which basically will kill the broadleafs in here. I don't think there's a bunch, but we're just gonna do it anyway. And then we're gonna spray fungicide on this thing in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Kind of neat. Never sprayed wheat before. It's kind of fun. Oh, yep. This is just neat. This is neat. Just about done. Like I said, I'm spraying a water-based 2,4-D. This will knock back the broadleaves that are in this wheat, if there are any, and just about done. There goes Pat. He's heading over to do those 100 and something acres across Deep Creek. And I have about 25 acres of rye to kill off. We're gonna get that taken care of. Nathan just finished his first field as well. Rolling that along, and Curtis is almost done at the next farm for Pat. So I just loaded up with some Roundup. We got basically some rye to terminate. What that basically means is we have some cover crop rye that we seeded on some bean stubble ground. We're gonna try and get rid of it with some Roundup. It's getting a little later in the day than I would have liked for this to try and kill it, but hey, it is what it is, because tomorrow I need to switch over to corn. Well, Pat planted this field. Doesn't look too bad. Real nice up here. This field was 50 acres of what he started on. It's half corn stubble, half bean stubble. Kind of see here's the difference. We no-tilled into the bean stubble. We usually like to do that because it saves us money and it saves the environment. So what I'm killing right now is what's called a cover crop. This was rye we seeded, I should say, last fall on some pretty marginal ground, some highly erodible ground. You'll see as I crest this hill, it's very, very hilly. And with bean stubble is very susceptible to washing. So what we did is we put a crop down that can grow and put roots and prevent erosion. That's exactly what it did, but we don't want to grow rye. We don't grow rye for a crop to make money. We want to put corn in here at some point. So to do that, we got to kill it off. That's what the Roundup's for. So this hill royally sucks. It's very steep. It's about 22 degrees right there. So I have to split it up. I can't drive right down right where I wanted to because I would not make it. Even with fat tires on and 200 gallons of water, that's it. I still wouldn't make it. It's always kind of neat looking at your spray pattern right in the sun. Just terminating some rye. This thing cool down. I need to put a ball on the good truck because I am going to load up some seed for Nathan. But before I do that, I need to run down to Pat's place and get the bale forks so I can load the other tender with the skid loader. Not bale forks, pallet forks. Nathan's calling. Ron's tech support, how may I help you? Okay, so I just got done talking Pat and Nathan through a problem. Not a problem, but just minor tweaks on the monitor. Because I do a lot of the, I'm kind of the most tech savvy on the farm when it comes to the monitor stuff. So I need to run down to Nathan's or to Pat's place, and we're going to grab the bale forks off there. Fire department. And there's Nathan going on his second field of the year. It's a 50-acre field. Just about got the outside rounds done, then it'll start chooching. I'm gonna run him his seed tender here shortly. So I got a little close there, cuz. Whoops. So I got the pallet forks. We need those to get enough forward reach to load the one seed tender. The forklift just doesn't reach far far forward enough, so that's why we need a skid loader for that. We have these down here because they need to feed to bed cattle down here. Oh, this dumb tailgate. Put the ball on because that's what the tender takes. That should work. So hook up. Tell you what, this is pretty slick. Like, oh wow. Like, I know backup cameras have been around for a while, but first time we've had one on a farm truck. Slicker than you know what. Ugh. Let's take this sucker over. I always wonder what this tool here is for. You think it's for opening those? No, maybe. Let's give it a shot. I honestly have no clue. That would be awesome if I didn't have to climb it, just to open it up. Ow. Well, that doesn't work. A for effort because I can't get it out because my truck is slightly turned. Not worth it. Let's do the old-fashioned way and climb. I bet it would work though. Oh yeah, I bet it definitely would work. So all we would have to do is push. And this is why a forklift couldn't do it. I can't go over and get this reach. So I have to do it with the skid loader. Well, I am running this thing reliving my glory days when I had to work this during the John Deere strike. Yes, I might have been a scab, but it was part of my job duties. And I personally loved it. I'm a halfway decent forklift driver. Obviously not with one hand, but that's what I was looking for. Looking for that other box of 23, 28, 30 and E3 soybeans, 45 units of Enlist soybeans. We'll take this thing out. I'm gonna do some organizing once I'm done here because we just have stuff all over the place. So I just shuffled chem around, a bunch of chem was right in here, stacked all the chem here, all of our corn's right here and a little bit over there. So I do need to eventually make some room and move the corn here so the corn's all in one spot. Then we need to start lining up our empties at some point as well. I just remembered I left the water on over next door. So I really hope there's not 500 gallons of water on the ground. I don't think there is because that well's running a lot slower this year. And I was about half a tank to go. So let's buzz over there real quick. Just take a look. Four-wheelers are handy. I think I'm like full. Yeah, but I'm not running over yet though. Wow. I must be, oh yeah, I'm right here. I've been running over in about probably 5 minutes. Cool, that'll work. Well, let's go ahead and load the seed tender up. Nathan's having trouble with this vac system. His number one vac, which basically provides the suction to the meters, so it basically makes this planter work, is quit working. So drive up to him and see if we can help him out. You can kind of see right here he planted, right here he did not. To the right he planted, to the right he did not, the left he planted. So now we're just looking for seed. Looking for seed that's coming out of every row. Look good. Drop the hammer. Fire again. Yep. So this is our Case IH 340 with a chrome stack that you can see. And then we got our 1245 30-foot bean planter It's a 12-23 splitter. Putting some soybeans in the ground. Beautiful night for it. So we're doing this field no-till. Beautiful night for this. I just lost my knife. Oh well. My knife's just now part of the soil. You always want to plant your beans in the moisture. There's one right there. He's pretty deep, but that'll work. Hammer down. Lost my knife, but oh well. Casualty of doing business. At least we're keeping moving. Well, that was fun. So, like I said in the cell phone footage, that Nathan must have had a connection issue with his vac fan sensor. So we were looking in the wrong spot for 20 minutes or so. You call somebody who works on these things for a living. They are pretty smart and they're good at what they do. That's why we appreciate the dealers that we have around here that support us. So we are, Nathan's back up and running, Pat's running, Curtis is running, and I am kind of running seed and doing all the logistics and being the gopher. And you're waiting for food, aren't you, pup? I guess you're not a pup, but you're just waiting for your bottle. I know, I don't have it yet. It's getting close to dinner time at 7:30. I'm gonna go and check with Grandma and tell her I'll be coming in a second. Well, seed tender's loaded up. I'm gonna bring that down to Nathan here in a second. Rhonda's bringing Pat out some food right now, so she's actually gonna bring me back. So we'll just, I'm gonna fumble around with the forklift for a little bit, move some stuff around, and then we'll take that seed tender down for Nathan. I have some shuffling around to do once I get back, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Nathan's seed tender down, come back, eat some delicious hamburgers with Grandma, and yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after that. Probably shuffle some more stuff around there, maybe load the seed tenders up for tomorrow and get ready. Oh, I do need to go over next door to grab my prep my seed tender for tomorrow. I do know I need to do that. And if all goes well, I'll have 300 and something acres to spray tomorrow. Well, I got here in time. He's still rolling, as you can hear. So he's gonna get this field knocked out and maybe even go down south to get the next field knocked out at Goose Lake. Oh, we'll see. I'm gonna get his tender all swung out and ready to roll. Must be out of seed and I'm almost out of battery, so I'm gonna not put this on time lapse. So he's just gonna back up and we'll convey seed in there. We're filling up the seed. Got 2 hoppers. Goes right in this long conveyor. Grandma waiting for way too long. About a half hour. Sorry, Grandma. Look at the babies. Hi, cabbies. Bye.
Well, we're rolling with beans. I've been planting all afternoon. Haven't been doing much videotaping just because make sure things have been working good, and so far so good. After this field I have about 90 to 100 acres in for the day. Pretty good afternoon, so definitely can't complain for the first day. Things are going good.
Okay, so here's my plan. Get these 2 stacks of spare insecticide, slap them over there, get them out of the way. Set all my corn on this side, some of the corn's intermixed over there and there. Set all my beans there and set all the empties. Well, so now I gotta take these 2 boxes, load them in the tender for tomorrow for Nathan. Then call it a night. Well, those are both dumped in the tender. Put those away and then call it a night probably.
And that's a wrap. Got the field done. I'm heading home. Pretty late. Good day today. Hopefully same tomorrow.
Well, Nathan got this field planted last night. And the GoPro died, so I could not film anything because I didn't have a battery or anything like that. So I do apologize for that. So let's just go ahead and close up the video right now. It's the next morning. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and you heard it there first. See you later.